Hello guys, so let's dive into how to get your podcast on Spotify. So I'm in artistspotify.com in their FAQ section. So what they tell is that sharing your podcasts, blah blah blah. So if you host your podcast with one of Spotify aggregator partners, you can easily submit your podcast to Spotify in minutes. And for every of these podcast aggregators, there is like an instruction. So let's go, for example, to Spreaker. How to share your podcast from distributed from Spreaker to Spotify. So first of all, you need to check that it doesn't contain any copyrighted content. Then you can submit this way from the Spreaker.com. Click dashboard, then you just select the show you want to submit to Spotify. From your shows panel, click distribution and then submit to Spotify. And then your show will be reviewed, and then you will, after several days, you will receive email either confirming or rejecting your acceptance to Spotify. For example, on Anchor FM, your podcast will be automatically distributed to all supported platforms. If your podcast gets rejected by external platforms, you will be sent an email to the email address for your Anchor account. So that's about it. Yep, so as you can see, some distribution podcast platform automatically submit your podcast to Spotify. Then Spotify has this another list of podcast distributors. So if you host your podcast with them, you will need to reach out to this aggregator for more information or how you can authorize Spotify as an additional distribution platform. But if you're not hosted with any of these aggregators, you need to check out Spotify for podcasters. So as you can see, the easiest way is just to go through this list and get your podcast on one of these services. So here, if you want to start from Spotify, you need to click Get Started. So you need to go to podcastersspotify.com/submit. Then you will need to link your RSS feed. You need to add your podcast info into category, language, and country. Review the details and submit. You can also claim a podcast. So you need to do all these instructions here. So, for example, this is how you submit a podcast to Spotify. Of course, you will need to read this agreement. Whatever, we'll just test it. Then here you need to add RSS feed. Then add your podcast info, review, and submit. So it's like super easy fields. Nothing complicated, but yeah, review might take some time and obviously you will receive an email. Yep, so that's in super short and simple terms how you get your podcast to Spotify. Please leave any additional comments or questions in the comment section below, and subscribe to this channel for videos about everyday software, like everyday hacks and how to hack your everyday software issues. Thanks for watching.